In today's show, we're going to talk about the importance of you loving what you do. Hello, everyone. This is Enzo with the Race Driver Coach Show. Another personal performance reminder, technique, strategy that I want to talk about with you directly today is as I said at the opening, the importance of you loving your career, loving what you do day to day. Even though in this career, like motorsport is what I obviously spend most of my time in, but it doesn't matter. It could be in your company, in your other sport, in your relationships, no matter how much they beat the crap out of you on a daily basis, if you don't have the passion, the love to execute every day, to live within that pit that might be your career at the minute, then you're going to be mentally destroyed, not at your best, defeated, wondering why you're doing this, feeling lost, feeling depressed. These are the kind of emotions and pits we find ourselves in when we actually are shooting for something in life that's different to the norm. And it's something like 13% of people love what they do as a career or as a job right now. So it's amazing how, when we realize, and we know already that we have this one shot at life, how, 87% of us still choose, and I'm going to say that word again, choose to live a life that is not really turning us on or making us feel good or alive every day. And when I talk to drivers, and they're in a very privileged sport, racing cars or trying to race cars for a living, you can see that they're still taking it for granted and they're not happy. And I just want to grab them around the scruff of the neck and just say, listen to me now. Can you see what you've got here? You're going around a track. You're allowed to blast this race car around and compete and push yourself, and you're still not enjoying it. People would kill for this. When I was a kid, I would have killed for this. And here you are, bitching about what's not right, focusing on the few things that are not perfect and how so-and-so's got their shot in the career and I should get my shot. This is rubbish. I've had enough. I'm done with this. It hurts when I hear drivers say that. I'm just like, you ungrateful little craphead. What are you doing? You do realize what you are in here. This sport is amazing. You've got an opportunity. You've got your limbs. Some drivers haven't got limbs, but they're still in racing. But you've got your health and you're allowed to go and race a car. You've earned the right to do this. I want people out there, no matter what you are doing in life, when you're shooting for something in a career, is to remind yourself how great things are. Even though you've just taken a hit, even though you just lost your drive, you just lost a big client, this is part of the game. You are here and you're privileged to be here. And you're choosing to do something in life that forces you to better yourself, that gives you a target, that wakes you up in the morning and makes you hungry. That's a privilege. It's not all going to go your way. You're going to spend months or maybe years getting beat up by your career, not getting anywhere near where you want to get, not getting any love from the industry you're in. But you must love the process of fighting your way. Trying to get a career, create a career and get to the top is like climbing a mountain. If you're forging your way through, you've got to pick a path. You've got to go up that path, up the mountain. You've got to climb. You're going to go up certain paths that lead to dead ends. You're going to have loose ground. You're going to come against other people that are trying to climb that mountain as well. But you've still got to love the climb. And the climb can be really lonely sometimes. It can feel like you're getting nowhere. But if you want to succeed, then the climb is where it's all at. It is where you will find your happiness. It's where you can actually be yourself. Once you've made it to the top, it's not that great. Things change. Your drive starts to slow down, your inner drive, believe it or not, if you don't replace it quickly. You get people trying to take it away from you. You get people in your life that you can't trust anymore. But the climb is innocent. It's you waking up each day thinking and brainstorming, what can I do today? What can I execute on today in order to get closer to what I want. It's in that area where you feel alive, and it's where us as humans, so it's pretty much what we're born for. We're born to strive, hence why I created a bloody newsletter called the Race Striver Club. It's because all you out there that are watching this kind of video and follow me, thank you everybody that's following and subscribing. And actually, I set my life up, and I do this not even subconsciously. When I start to succeed, and when I succeed in an area, I can feel that the motivation's different. And I do what I can to bring things down to the phase of when you're on the chase again. The hunger. I love it. When you see a movie, the end scene is great. When you see the main character make it, achieve it, brilliant, it's success. Credits come up, it's finished. But most of the film is focused on their climb, their build, what they have to do, their failures, all that part. That's the juice of life. So this video is a reminder to everybody out there that you've got to love what you do. And I mean, not loving the picture at the end of you becoming the champion, but the actual striving towards becoming that champion, the smacks in the face that you take. This is life's way of telling you you're alive. And I want to see how you answer this challenge that I'm just about to send to you. So life will keep throwing these curveballs to see how you do it. But if you're in the moment, living in the moment where you look in the mirror, right, in the morning, where you only spot the things that are not perfect about yourself. We all can do this. My hairline's not what it wants to be, what it should be. My muscles are not as big as what I've just seen on Instagram. We can focus on the one or two areas that we're not happy with and carry them around with us all day. And it's criminal because we're ignoring all the amazing things about us, about how our internal organs are working their nuts off right now to keep us alive. Our eyes that allow us to see everything, and our hearing that allows us to hear people and racing engines. Our brain that's monitoring things and running the show. A heart that's pumping, we're not asking it. We don't think about that very often, do we? Well, I want you to. I want you to remind yourself every single day at least one thing that you're massively grateful for. And then just stops you focusing on the things that are not perfect, not right. Because as humans, our imperfections are what make us perfect. And I want you to see that with your career and with you as well. So I've slightly gone off on a tangent there and talking about you looking in the mirror, but it's all linked. If you see only the negative things, the things that are not going well, the woe is me's, you will live there. You will not be happy even if you make it, I promise you, because you've got millions in the bank. You've got the trophies in the cabinet. You will still find your way to depression if you shine the torch on what's not right, what could be better. Pursuit of excellence is obviously pushing forward and getting all your areas, your strengths stronger and your weaknesses as a strength, right? So you're always looking for opportunities to grow, but not putting yourself down and seeing what's not right in life and living them. Happiness is created. And the thing that reminded me this, even though I tell people every day, remind yourself what you're grateful for in your relationships, in your career, in you yourself, because it just gets the mind to focus on that. Something that brought it home this weekend, because we had a really busy week with the drivers. We had Liam Lawson in the Rodin car, the Rodin F1 car at Donington. And then he did Goodwood, which was amazing. First ever time in a proper F1 car. And then I was actually at the weekend with Ollie Behrman. Look at him here, jumping around, being with the team, loving life again. And then also at Goodwood, I saw this video this morning as I was watching the Goodwood rerun, because I love that festival. I've never been, but I love it. Travis Pastrana. Now, as you watch this video, sorry to all the people that are listening to the podcast and not watching the video, but you just look at the excitement and how he is in the moment when he is doing this time, and he's running. He's actually doing the run, the hill climb at Goodwood, and he's going for P1. Take a look at this.
Psyching himself up. The last car to go in the shootout here at the Goodwood Festival of Speed. It's go! Travis Pastrana blast away from the line in the Subaru WRX STI. Total commitment, total concentration through the first 100 metres. He's faster than anybody.
Nearly a second to the good before he even turned into the first corner. The acceleration of that Subaru, absolutely mighty. Even a thumbs up there to you, David.
The time to beat, remember, is now 45.01 seconds. The back of the car is as loose as it can be. He's lost half a second. He's going to have to work hard to pull this back. He's concentrating like crazy. He's talking to himself almost, trying to find that last fraction of time as he heads towards the line. He goes across the line and he goes second. He misses out by just over a second. It was a very committed drive by Travis Pastrana. It was a very committed drive by Rob Bell. Actually, it was very committed by everybody. That was a brilliant shootout.
Now you can see the excitement, right? You can see him completely in the moment. And even though he didn't win, it was just focused on what he's experiencing, loving every second of it. And he was like that, actually, even when he was on the bike doing motocross freestyle, which he doesn't do that much now because he's got about 20 pins in his body, so he can't. Too many injuries. But it's having that energy of when you love what you do, then no matter what it throws at you, you can take it. But you've got to consciously remind yourself to be in that mindset. It's not normally natural. And the way to do that is to think about, what am I grateful for about the situation? I've just been dropped by my team. My sponsors just pulled out because of COVID. What can I take from this? First of all, actually, how do I want to feel about it? How do I want to feel about this situation? Do I want to be depressed and woe is me and go down that route and be in that route, have it as my story, as why I failed, it's not my fault, and I'll hide behind it? If so, fine. You can do that. You can dwell on it. Or do you want to use it? Are you going to see it as being life's way of saying, answer that one then? How are you going to do it? How are you going to answer this? And if you do answer this, I'm going to give you a bit of love. How can you be grateful for that drop in, that experience? You can tag and label any experience in life how you want. It can be your making or it can be your downfall. It's up to you as a person to decide. And if you focus on the certain things, say if you've had some bad news, it's like, what can I learn from this? What can I take from this to stop it happening again? What can I take from this situation that will help me advise others? How can it make me grow as an individual, and how can it open opportunities? Because sometimes some of your biggest failures, some of your biggest smacks in the mouth, you're grateful for down the road. 5 years later, you start to say, oh, thank God I got dropped by that sponsor, because then it caused me to go out, find another one. Now look where I am. Well, thank God that relationship ended, because I wouldn't have met this beauty that's in my life right now. Things happen for a reason. And they do serve us. It's an old saying, but it's true. It's not even positive mental attitude. It's actually true. And if you've lived through life for a few years now, you can name times when things have happened, but actually when you look back on it, you think, thank God it did, because of whatever reason. So a few things covered in here, but I hope that just one of these things, one of these areas that I prodded at just now in these few minutes will be relevant to you and help you in your current situation. Oh, one more thing. I want to say a quick thank you to Loic Hartog, who said hello to me. He's a race driver in the Porsche Carrera Cup in Germany, and I saw him this weekend. He came and introduced himself, said he's a fan of the show. Thank you for the content I'm putting out. Just want to say congratulations to you. Nice P2 yesterday. Great to meet you. Keep it going. Keep looking for sponsorship. You're doing a great job. To everybody else out there, enjoy what you do. Remind yourself every single day why you're doing it, how it's turning you on, what you can see as a good thing in the situation that you're in right now. You must enjoy your way to the top.